Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 44 of Telione Season 2. In the last episode, our group, the Sunbringers, wanted to go help out Raskas get his friend back from the Century's prison. With intentions to go that way, I think they hit Magic for the Mindless and got a little bit more stuff. I believe, but I could be wrong. I am only human. On their way to the Sentry's prison, they were going through the middle-class district. And while doing so, they got distracted by a sign, made their way over to a different building, which turned out to be a brothel, explored it, seems like it was raided for the most part, but found one woman very tired and emaciated, hungry. Moving out of there to keep heading towards the Sentry's prison, seeming that there wasn't much left of the brothel, they started noticing moving trees off in the distance. And like puppies again, they decided to go towards that instead. Noticing a very peculiar looking woman they had seen once before, Hylenna, Tansien, from the Tansien family, the mother, being escorted by two colossal treants. Enos and Eleonora, the E-Squad, were frozen for a quick second just from the sight of Hylenna. Afterwards, Eleonora took a pot shot, with Enos catching the arrow out of the air, but still triggering Hylenna. Everyone rolling extremely high somehow on their stealth checks seemed to elude her. She disappeared once more, and they finally made their way into the Sentry's prison, finding shinies, pit traps, a thief who stabbed one of you, and where we ended, a tree coming out of a cafeteria, breaking through the roof, with this giant shadow creature with fairy-like wings. As it looks over towards Kai and Raskas, giving a deep I need Kai and Raskas to roll initiative.
I'm not screaming. I didn't want to, because it'd be really fucking loud.
Whoops. How did I add you twice? How did I do that? That's crazy. How did I do that? How crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy times.
You crazy girl.
So, while Raskas and Kai entered into this cafeteria, Enos and Eleonora went a different direction and found themselves in what seems to be like a captain's quarters. I can't think of the warden's office. That's the correct word. So, two to three rooms away from this combat is where Enos and Eleonora shall be. Because we have a little bit of time before either of them would notice this happening. I guess I should roll initiative. Hiya!
Yeah.
Why did I hear my own echo? It scared me.
I didn't do it like that, Monty.
Wow.
So this creature, it is what the token looks like.
No, that's just a token I took from Curse of Strahd. It's like
okay.
It just looks like a full black shadow, but it's about 10 to 15 feet tall. Looks somewhat similar to a Quaggoth, as I kind of described it last time.
Yeah.
Quadrupedal creature with two longer front arms, two shorter back legs. As it just looks over to you, you can see the faint outlines of eyes and a mouth as it looked over with its jaw wide open.
Okay, cool.
And the fairy wings are very small for its giant body. And it will go first as I change the music over. What do I want? This one. Here we go. It looks over to you, and because you are both in such shock, it just scuttles towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20, it would be there. As it just rears up, you can see its hands turn into these spikes, and it goes and sends a strike out at both of you. That is an 18 against Kai and a 17 against Raskas.
Yeah.
Against Kai, that is going to be 13 points. No, that's too high. 11 points of necrotic damage. And against Raskas, that's going to be 9 points of necrotic damage. As these just... It doesn't feel like they're piercing you, but they just go straight through you. And you can feel it pulsing energy out. Mother! Up next is Raskas.
Oh. It said mother. Okay, alright. Well. Don't care. I'm going to... I'm gonna guiding bolt.
Go for it. It's at disadvantage.
Oh, am I that close?
It has a 10-foot range, as long as you're within its melee range.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys can't see the name of it. Why?
Harder souls. Okay.
Oh, wait, that's the one I didn't want to show the name on. That's right.
Do I take the risk? Then, okay. If I know I'm in melee, I don't want to... I'm actually just going to book it forward and do inflict wounds instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like shoving the tables kind of out of the way as it moves closer. So as it pushes up one of the tables, you run up it and go to try and smack it with inflict wounds.
17.
Definitely hit. Roll some damage.
Okay, still at first level. That's going to be 18 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
As I run up, I'm like on the table, and I run up, and my hands up the I think we said it was like at the blade one with like green crackling energy, and I guess I kind of grab like a leg.
Mm-hmm.
I would presume it's relatively thick, so I grab his leg. And start sending the energy
you kind
through
of
it.
grab it, and it seems to almost be incorporeal, but there is something you can grab onto there. You pump in the necrotic energy, and it doesn't seem like it reacts, but not as much as it should have.
I kind of figured, but that's what touch spell I had.
Okay. And for Enos and Eleanor, we're gonna do 2 rounds before you guys notice anything.
That'd be my turn.
Okay. No bonus action.
That doesn't involve a spell slot, no.
Okay. Kai.
You're muted. I hear you in the other room. That was confusing for me for a second.
Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do, DM, is there any way that I can get behind, like I can flank the creature? Okay.
You just gotta get right next to the tree to do it.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll cast Flame Blade as a bonus action.
Such a strong spell.
And I guess I'll get right here. That's in it. I don't want to do that. Right here, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
And I will cast, Flame Blade at
Flame
second
energy
level.
appears.
And I roll to hit.
At advantage if you're there.
Oh yeah, at advantage because I'm flanking. Period. That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah. It's a very large creature. Doesn't seem to be moving very quickly.
So, you see this jagged edge, burning blade erupts that's kind of made out of earth as I just plunge it into the back of this creature.
As it's just like reeling back from a big old poke in the ass.
Can I do favored foe on that hit?
It would be after the hit you call it as your favorite foe.
Okay, then that's what we'll do. And it takes it takes 10 points of fire damage.
Not too bad.
And then favored
you
foe.
mark it as favored foe, skull and crossbones.
So for Raskas,
You
I
still
guess
have
you
your
would
action,
see.
by the way.
Oh, attacking it wasn't the.
I don't know the spell very well. We can. I don't know if it's you cast it and attack with it as your bonus action, like that other
Spiritual weapon?
Yeah, that one. Oops, daisy. I can't
think it's
see
a
my
setup.
keyboard. Flame blade, load, damn you. You can use your action to make a melee spell attack. Okay, good. Yep, you're
Okay.
good.
All right. So Raskas, you would see a burning sigil on the back of this creature after I stabbed it. That kind of looks like just a. It looks like a lotus, that just made out of fire.
Hell yeah.
On its turn, it sees that it's surrounded, and you see its little wings kind of flutter a little bit more as this dust starts to apparate around it. I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Ooh.
Come on, that's our thing.
It is your
That's
thing.
And I presume I presume this is magical.
Yeah, it'll be magical.
Okay, cool. Then I have advantage. My ass. This was
Okay.
wisdom, correct?
Yes, wisdom saves, which you are both very proficient in.
Yes, that was a nat
16.
20 for a total of 27.
16 total.
Yeah, you're both fine. You can feel the dust kind of going in your eyes, and it should have changed the way you think, but you both just kind of shake it off with your incredible wisdom. And as it does that, it'll take one attack. You both did about the same amount of damage to it. It'll reach out towards Raskas, but the table gets in the way, and you see a spike come out of its back and hit you, Kai, potentially.
Ooh, shit.
That's cool.
What did I add to it before? That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Misses.
As you you can slowly burn it away. It doesn't seem to be
Hit
as
it.
strong, so it just kind of fizzles out across your flame blade. Raskas, it is your turn.
As this happens, I will. On its turn. Okay, yeah, I'll cast Spirit Guardians. On this bad boy.
It's a very good spell.
So, Kai, you'll see as I'm standing along the table, kind of close my eyes for a second as this green energy starts swirling around the area as my army of corgis rise.
Is it
once
10 or
more.
15 feet around you?
15 feet
Okay,
around.
I knew it was one of the two.
Yeah, and while he's in there,
Half movement, and he has to make a wisdom save at the start of his turn.
yes.
Okay.
It'll be technically 3d8 radiant damage, I do believe,
Yes.
whenever that happens. And so mark that off. And then as a bonus action, I just for funsies, up to second level, then I might wait that then. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Kai, you see all these corgis surrounding you, all staring up at this giant shadow creature ready to pounce whenever it takes its next turn.
Okay. So I will, after stabbing it in the back, I kind of like reverse grip the flame blade and just try to carve up it for this attack.
Go for it.
And I'm still flanking Raskas.
Yeah,
right?
you
didn't
are.
move. Okay.
With that, give me a perception check as well.
Okay.
Ooh.
Come on, baby. This is our thing. It is an 18.
Yeah. As you go to slice up its leg, you look up and you see these undulations kind of happening on the ceiling of this room. They're harder to. They would have been hard to see because of they're in the tree branches, but you can see stuff moving, about to drip down
On me specifically?
on the area around you.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll still slash
Yeah,
up
go
it.
for it.
Okay. Okay. That is a 14 plus 7, so that's like a
No, that-
yeah. Oh, and 1d4 for favored foe, right? That's my first time using
Isn't
it.
it 1d6 because it's basically Hunter's Mark but better?
Nah, it's the first time
Actually-
on each of your turns.
You can't do favored foe because it's also concentration.
Oh, duh. Okay.
So you
never
couldn't
mind
do flame blade and favored foe in the same.
then. Okay,
time.
then I won't do favored foe then.
That's the one tricky part about favored foe.
Yeah. Okay. So this time it does not six, math, 7 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And this, as I'll look up, because that doesn't end my turn, I'll risk it and try to get out of the range of the tree and over here, so it does get an attack of opportunity.
You're still in it. Oh, now you're not. Now you exited its range.
Yeah, I was trying to move it.
Hiya. 12?
No.
Okay, that's the end of your turn. It's now its turn. It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
19 plus, so succeeds, so it takes half damage.
That damage is going to be a total of 11 halved.
To
So
6.
6
We
points
round
of
up
radiant
for
damage.
creatures. Is
Yeah.
how it's supposed to work. As this creature starts its turn, you know, it's in Eleonora, you just hear, "Help me!" And like it just echoes throughout all the walls of this prison.
I freeze and I look at Enos and I just go, Kai and Raskas, we gotta go. And I guess I start running towards the door that they went in.
Yep. So let's add you guys to initiative now.
I have a quick question while that's happening.
Yes.
How tall is the building?
The rooms in particular are about 20 to 25 feet tall.
Okay.
They have a lot of head space, so it's hard for people to just easily climb out.
That's fine. Because I don't know about the things on the ceiling, but I was hoping in theory that they would, because it's just a sphere, so hopefully
Yeah.
they'd still be in it, but they're too high up.
Yeah, they just seem to be at the edge of this, because the ceiling's pretty high, and they're in like the tree branches.
Lovely initiative there. Jesus.
But hopefully,
You know, it works out pretty well. You don't have to
You're not
change
under
much.
the tree branches, are you?
Not
Me?
Not really. No.
Yeah.
no, but I thought they were just kind of like all over the area. I don't know. Are they specifically above the tree, in the tree branches, or
They're
is
like
it...
in the tree branches pushing the ceiling.
Oh.
Weird.
Interesting.
I like the word undulation. Eleanor, where the fuck are you going? You're all the way back here when you join initiative.
Undulating.
Oh, so we're gonna have to do all our...
Oh, absolutely. As the creature just is staring down at you, Raskas, its mouth opens up, and you see 2 spears come from down below. So it takes 2 attack, natural 20 and a 25.
Damn.
Both hit, obviously. I am but a small cleric.
So the first one is 29 points of necrotic damage
Yuck.
with the natural 20,
29.
which that's great. Oh my god, I'm rolling way too well. Please stop. And then the other one is 17 points of necrotic damage.
Well, I wasn't the funny sex number. But no, I am much worse.
Wow, that was
I am much worse.
that felt terrible for me. I feel bad
No,
for
you're
that
good.
almost.
No, it's fair.
It's specifically almost.
Yeah. Okay, so since it is like these spears that are coming out, are they like actual spears or are they like shadowy?
It's just like shadowy like entity coming off of this creature and going into you. It looked like it was trying to fake you out with its glowing mouth as its 2 front arms came up from down below.
Oh, I was trying to Pennywise me.
Yeah, and then it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and you see it kind of like scratching at the tree. So you can take an attack opportunity if you would like to, Raskas. You also need to make a Constitution saving throw for Spirit Guardians.
29 and then
So the DC is
17
14 on the first, and then the second one is DC 10.
for concentrate. I failed the first one. I
Okay.
rolled a 12.
Spirit Guardians is gone.
No. So as a attack of opportunity, it has to be like melee.
Unless
right?
you have
Or-
Warcaster.
I do not have Warcasters, so quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have the dagger,
Yeah.
but it does. Well, in theory, it might actually do more damage. I have a -1 to my quarterstaff.
I will heal
I'll
you.
still bonk.
Bah!
Yeah, I'm gonna bonk him with the staff.
Go for
Just
it.
for old time's sake. That's a 13.
That just
Hit.
misses.
Fuck.
Just barely.
I should use the dagger.
Actually, no, you wouldn't have got one earlier. Because I'm trying to remember all of the parts of Polearm Master. But it didn't enter your attack range. Raskas, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, now that he is further away, let me clear off my screen real quick. Jesus, there's so much. Now I will attempt to guiding bolt him. Now that he's
Go
further
for
away.
it.
And this will be at a level 2. Please.
Is it just like scratching
15.
away at the tree? You can't see what it's scratching at.
Oh, 8 plus 7, so 15.
That just hits.
So it'll be an additional d6.
So 5d6 energy damage. Radiant damage, that's the correct word.
It do be energy.
It do be. Sometimes it be.
21
what it do.
points of radiant
Jesus
damage.
Christ, you guys hit hard.
As like green vine wrap around his arm.
Yeah, it just
Fire
gets
at-
hit. Kill me! Please!
I roll like, I don't know. Can I roll anything to get an idea of what's going on with all that shenanigans?
You can
Or
give
would that
me...
be like my turn?
No, you can do it for free. You can do an Arcana or a History check.
Okay, I will do history. 23. 19 plus 4.
Wow. It isn't until you hear the fear that this creature has that you're able to associate this creature with the Shadowfell. This would be considered a sorrow sworn. A creature made out of pure sadness and empathy.
Would he
Okay.
know? I was gonna say, would he know? Because I don't know. Can people be turned into whatever their name?
Sorrow
is?
sworn.
Sorrow sworn.
I can actually
Sworn.
show you their name. This thing's name now. I think if I press buttons correctly.
Cool.
Hopefully that updated. It did.
Winged Sorrow Sword.
Like, do we know that is it just something that's out and about, or is it like a
And that's like a person's like turned into.
yeah?
A little bit of both. It basically takes all the sadness of the Shadowfell and coalesces into a creature. And that's what this creature is. There's no way it should be on Telione right now. There's no good explanation for why it is here. But this is a sorrow sworn from the Shadowfell. You still have movement and bonus, Raskas.
Second level. Bonus. I will. I'm actually kind of book it backwards a little bit. Can I just go to the other side of the door?
Yeah, you just want to walk out?
Yeah, just like on the other edge to get behind. Like I'll keep like the door open and everything.
Yeah.
But I just want to get some cover from this thing.
That's fine. I still can't get rid of the
up.
walls, so we'll just have to live with it.
Okay, that's fine. I just don't want to take any more damage. I should have healed. I don't think we have any potions.
I think there's a way I could do it. Maybe I'll do it during the break.
Oh, I have 2 potions of mine here. Can I take a potion?
Yeah. As your bonus action, you can use a potion.
Yes.
Kai, Raskas just left you.
I'm on the other side of the door. I'm very
It's fine. I
I'll be
got
back.
it.
I promise.
Sure,
As I behind the wall. I'll be back.
As it is,
So,
as it like it's glowing with that greenish white energy from guiding bolt, but just the fact that it feels like it's made out of shadow, the ripples of the shadow seem to be covering it up. You still have the advantage against it, but it looks wrong.
okay.
Enos, you don't have advantage on initiative checks. Never mind.
Not yet.
So, question.
Yes.
Is there anything I can roll to see if it can be undone? Like the conduit, like the person that's inside the shadow?
You wouldn't have the information. Raskas
Okay.
does. It was a very quick, oh god, and then he ran away.
Okay. So I wouldn't know if there's any.
Yeah, you wouldn't really know that this is from the Shadowfell or even what this creature is.
I don't even think we're high enough level to do anything about that.
Okay, I wouldn't know. I was gonna say dispel magic and who knows? I don't know. But all right. So with that information or lack of,
Yeah, like with your just general insight, you're understanding that it seems sad, in pain, and doesn't want to be here, but it's still fighting.
okay. By that logic, Kai wants to end its suffering. And I still have Flame Blade up,
Yep.
so I will. Oh, the tree! I would be right under the tree to do it. I don't want to lose Flame Blade though. Fuck it, we ball. I'm running up to it and just full on just running charge to try to just plunge like right into like its chest.
Oh yeah, you like jump off one of the tables and go for it. You can see the spot it's kind of scratching at is a sizable circle in this very healthy tree that's just pure black. It seems to be clawing at that as you plunge in.
Is there a hole in the tree that I can see?
You can't really tell. It's just a circle of black.
Okay, let me roll to hit.
You do have advantage because of guiding bolt.
Cool. Period. 18 plus 7.
Yeah, easy.
See, but what if we kill this thing and it's just like some sad dude?
Oh, wait. Oh my god, it's the lady that we saved from the house. She rushed in here again and got turned into a demon.
Yeah, while you guys were looking at Hylenna, she just scooted by with your 2 dogs.
So that is a 12 points of fire damage as I
Not
plunge
too
into his
shabby.
chest.
Yeah,
Actually, the innkeeper of the perfect crab.
Oh shit!
but this doesn't look like a crab though, so we're not really
True
sure.
that.
It's all a ploy. It's all a ploy.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
plunge your flame blade in. Thank you. As it seems to grow a little bit more in size.
Oh shit!
Eleonora,
Oh, God.
unless you have more you want to do, Kai.
Yeah, I do. I will.
Like this jaunty music right
Yeah,
now.
this thing is creeping me out. Do I know it's getting bigger?
Yeah, like it seems to be growing bigger with the energy that's being put into it.
Okay. I'm gonna bamf out. No, because what if he eats Ember? So never mind. That ends my turn.
Okay, Eleonora.
I guess I'm gonna just do a full dash action to try to get to where the last direction I saw them going in.
Okay.
So that's 60 feet.
Yep, and you do have to jump that gap again to get out of the warden's office.
Is this a table in front of me?
Yeah, that's the desk. That's the warden's desk.
Could I pretty easily just like?
Yeah, you could
scooch
just
on
slide
top of
over
it?
Cool combat slide right over.
All right. Do I need to make a check to get over the door to like try to jump
Acrobatics or what's your strength score? It should be 10, right? So you could make it without a check.
it? My strength score is exactly a 10.
Yeah, so you can just barely make the jump.
Okay. So I count that in my movement.
Yep.
Did I find that? Did I need to go over one more for the door?
Did you have to go over one more for the door? What does it mean?
I don't know where the door was located.
It's yeah,
I
you
just
got it
kind of
right.
moved. Okay.
The
Just
next
wanted to
door
make
is
sure I
right
didn't-
next to Raskas.
All right. So, hey Raskas.
Hello.
I heard a lot of noise. What's going on?
There is a big demon on the other side of this door. It is. I think it's a Sorrowsworn. Huh?
What's that?
Big scary thing from the Shadowfell, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
What Shadowfell is?
Not really.
Okay.
Like Raskas, kind of like the edge of your knowledge would be the fact that it's from the Shadowfell. The Shadowfell is very unheard of.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know it's from there. Kai's still in there, so we should probably get back in there as soon as possible.
He's 1v1
Wait.
in God.
Then why are you out here?
Huh?
Then why are you out here?
I'm hurt very
Yeah, Eleanor, you
badly.
look over at Raskas, you can see most of his veins are black.
I'm hurting.
Let's see if I can do. I don't know if I have any bonus action healing spells.
Dude, it's only healing word.
Healing word is.
That's the only bonus action healing I know of.
And I don't have word. And it would be a full action for me to give him. Could I use a bonus action to toss him one of my healing potions?
You can certainly try.
I will do that.
Okay.
You better catch it.
Both of you give me... Eleonora, give me acrobatics. Raskas, give me sleight of hand.
Oh my god.
Wait, it's listed in my inventory, but it says I have 0 of it, so I don't have one.
Then
I
you
guess.
would have used it earlier.
Here, take this potion.
Empty hand.
Empty bottle.
Reaches into the bag of holding. Oh, there's nothing here.
This is
Let
a
me
sick
just-
joke, Eleanor.
Let me just catch my breath real quick, and then I'll come heal you.
Honey, I
Thank
drank the
you.
potion.
I think I can handle it, but you might be able to actually kind of deal some damage, so I can heal myself. You
Don't
might be
worry,
able to do
fellow
some
healer.
damage.
I've got this.
Yeah.
Does that end your
know.
turn, Eleonora?
Yes.
Enos, it is your turn.
Mr.
Mr. Speed Demon, let's see what you got.
Double dish. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, I'm just gonna, excuse me. Pardon me.
Get the fuck out of my way.
45. Where am I? 50, 60,
Nope.
65.
Nope, now you're at 60.
Okay, I can't. Okay. Then 65, and then 70 to get in.
Yeah, the door's open, so you would have been able to see where it was when you got to the door.
Awesome. And then I will
Still 15 feet of movement.
get as close as I can, I guess, right about here? Here?
There.
Okay. And then looking at it. Oh, hey Kai, you look like you could use a hand.
Yeah.
Just as blade in it, still just like, yeah, I kind of would, yeah.
Don't worry, I got this, Enos.
All right, and then bonus action, I will rage.
Yeah, there we go. That all works out. On its turn, just looks over to you, Enos. Murderer! And it sends out 2 spikes. Actually, it sends 1 spike out at Enos, and you see its jaw dislodge and go towards Kai.
Oh.
Against
I'm
Enos,
sorry, what did it say?
20. It said murderer.
Okay, that's what I thought I heard.
20 against Enos, and a 25 against Kai.
Oh, yeah.
So Enos, you just see this spike of necrotic energy go in your direction. Why are my d8s rolling so high? You take 17 points of necrotic damage. It just lunges into your thigh and just rips right back out, and you see it kind of just amorphous head kind of open up, and it's going to swallow Kai.
Oh.
So Kai, you take 8 points of necrotic damage and are swallowed by the creature.
Okay, swallowing does what exactly?
You are restrained, and that's kind of it. You just can't really move while inside of it.
Okay, I can still cast things inside of it, correct?
Yeah. You just have disadvantage on melee or on any attack kind of thing.
Okay. Do I roll to see if I still have Flame Blade for
Yeah.
Constitution? So I have to what?
DC 10.
Okay. Chunky D20.
I have to roll astronomically high for it to be above 10.
Okay. 14 plus.
Yeah, you're fine. You
Yeah.
keep Flame Blade inside of it.
Okay.
Which, it's one of the weirdest feelings, because it's not like being processed like food. You just feel like you're enveloped in darkness.
Okay.
You just feel like in a limbo-esque state.
Can I still see, or is this
No,
like
you
magical
are pure
darkness?
shadow right now.
Okay.
I'm still on this layer. And then it will go 5, 10, 15 away. Just like scuttle back. Just the entire time. Raskas, it is your turn on the other side of that door.
Okay. I am going to bonus action healing word myself.
Go for it.
D4 plus 4. Oh. Fuck, that was only 5. But that could be another hit, potentially. And then I'm going to go back into the room. Hiya! And I will cast Sacred Flame. It's a cantrip.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. 16 plus 2, 18.
Fuck. That works.
As it just sees the magical fire and just starts bashing at it, disapparating it very quickly.
Oh, God. Is Ember still there?
Ember's
Ember was
pretty
never
passive.
out. I was gonna say.
Well,
Ember-
we always have the tiny Ember form around.
Yeah, we have tiny Ember.
Okay.
So
I was
Ember's
gonna say-
just watching.
Okay. I guess I look at Enos and I'm like, where's Kai?
In its mouth.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay, you still have
that-
20 feet of movement.
I'll get over here because I don't know about the ceiling, so I have a better view on it. It'll be my
Okay.
turn.
Kai, at the start of your turn, you take 8 points of necrotic damage. As
Okay.
you just feel it just slowly enveloping you even more, going into your psyche. So concentration check again for Flame Blade.
Okay, DC 10, Chunky. Natural 20.
Let's fucking
If only it
go.
was
Hey,
to
at
hit,
least it
though.
wasn't on the attack. That's all that matters to me.
Fucking whatever. So, yeah, I'm gonna, while inside of it,
Yeah, you are blind and restrained. That's what kind of happens to you.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm still gonna try to swing out with my flame blade if it's still up.
Yeah, it's still up. You just have disadvantage on
Advantage.
finding a good place of purchase.
Okay. Come on, baby. Okay. I got a 12 plus 7 and 11 plus 7.
It hits.
On Flame Blade.
Enos and Raskas, you just see a flame blade stick out of it and then get pulled right back in.
Oh, fuck.
Roll me some damage, Kai.
Come on, I don't know how swallow works if this thing can barf me back up. I don't know.
Oh, that's a fair
Okay.
point.
That is that's 11 points of fire damage.
Okay. You can feel the energy tensing around you, but it just barely holds on to keep you inside. But it's not looking good. Raskas and Enos from the outside, you can see the shadow aspect starting to just like puff off of it, and it just seems to disapparate very soon. But now it's my turn. As Raskas and Enos, you hear something fall from above you, and these creatures of vine just land on the ground and start standing up.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
I should have stayed back.
As I need to add them to initiative now.
Uh-oh.
Token layer. There we go. And it is now the Vine Blight's turn. Since they rolled not terrible in their initiative, all things considered. How many attacks do they get? 1. So 1 attack against Raskas. Let me see if this will hit. 2 plus 4. Just a 6 hit you,
Ooh,
Raskas.
close. It's close, but not quite.
Good to know. Good to know. Oops, still on the GM layer. My butt. And then this one goes there, and you see its just arms ring out and take another attack against you. 19 on that one.
Oh, yes.
And
yes,
then
okay.
2 attacks against Enos. 19 and a 23.
Fuck.
So against Raskas, that's going to be 11 points of constricting damage, bludgeoning damage. And you are now grappled by the one down below you. So you are now considered restrained.
Can I use my reaction to cancel some of that damage?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, -7.
Okay, you take 4 points of damage and are restrained by the one towards the bottom. And, I guess... Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So the second one actually gets advantage against you. Enos, doesn't matter. Enos, you take 7 plus 7. You take 14, halved to 7. Because you are raging, but you are both restrained now, so you have 0 movement and all attacks have advantage against you.
Big.
They do not seem like very strong creatures, as Enos, you have 2 of them just constricting around you with their elongated arms. That will end their turn. Eleonora.
Where's the door at? Like in the middle?
Ooh, wow, I just yanked my screen. Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, so we'll go. Frick, math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'll just use a dash action to get the rest of the way in. Wait, the door's open,
Yeah,
right?
the door's open, so you'd be able to see the one that's on the right above Enos.
Okay, so just so I can actually see what's going
Yeah,
on.
you're good.
Is that considered melee range?
Of this one, actually no, you're out of the range of this one since you're on the other side of the door. So
all of them would still be considered, like, I could use my crossbow on them?
yeah, you don't have disadvantage to hit them for ranged attacks.
Sweet. I'm gonna use my crossbow for the
Hell
first
yeah.
time.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. New item.
Which dice do I want? I'll go with the red one because I'm feeling feisty today.
Isn't that any time you play dog?
Yeah.
I just rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Damn. Okay, never mind then.
There you go.
You usually have to call if you're using a charge beforehand, but since this is new, we'll work around it.
I wasn't planning to use any charges.
Cool.
At least not on these ones.
Yeah, so I believe it's a light crossbow, so it's 1d8.
Yep, plus 3 for me. So
So 11 plus a d8 is the damage here.
so adds 5.
So 16 points of damage. Ow! He's not looking very good after that hit. As
And
you
then
see him
like-
just wrapped around Enos. You shoot it right in the side of the head. He just looks over towards you.
I would like to take another attack on it.
Go for it.
That's a nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
This dice has personality.
If it was just a regular crossbow, the string would break. But since it's a magical crossbow, you just fire off, but as you do, you see one of the vine arms kind of wrap around and it scares you. It just goes off to the side a little bit, pinging off the wall to the other side of Enos. Does that end your stuff? You still have bonus action, I believe.
That's what I was looking at. I'm gonna... If I were to use Sanctuary on any of the people who are already restrained, would that actually help them? Like, would the
It would help them not get hit again. But them still being grabbed.
Get hit while they're restrained.
Mm-hmm.
And then who all's... Kai is swallowed.
Yeah, you do not
Correct.
see Kai. You can barely
And
see
then-
Enos with the angle you have in this room.
Raskas and Enos are both restrained.
Yeah. But your vision's limited to Enos right now.
Gotcha. This is a touch. No, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Enos.
Okay. I don't remember if it's a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
I
They
mean,
must
I
first-
mean, that's not what I meant, but a concentration is what I meant. I don't know why I said wisdom saving throw, but yeah.
And then that ends my turn.
Okay. Enos, it is your turn. You are restrained by both of them. Your attacks have disadvantage while you are restrained.
Okay. Well, this ruins
You
my
also
plan.
could use an action to try and break the grapple.
They're both grappling me, correct?
Correct. So you only be able to break one.
Alright. Very upset because I was going to go after Kai after seeing him get swallowed, but now I can't. I'm going to recklessly attack the one behind me.
Yes. Correct.
So just a straight roll, right?
Yep.
Cool. That is going to be... I did not call out Grey Weapon Master because I'm not... That's going to be... I can't do math. A 16?
Yeah, that hits. These creatures don't seem to be made of very hardy stuff.
Cool. And this is with my greatsword.
How is this music under intense?
Jaunty.
Yeah, I was like, man, I feel like I'm on a pirate ship. That's not intense at all. Show me the damage.
Ran out of... wow, I can't do math today. 10, 11, plus 5, 16? Yes.
It's very dead. As you just move your arm, you're like restrained, you just take a wild swing to your left and just bisect it, and just looks down at its legs, look up at you, and it just turns into a mess of vines on the floor.
Right. And the other one's also holding me, correct?
Correct, but it is 10 feet away from you.
Yes, it is.
I will say, if you want to, you could use your second attack as a pull instead of a shove and try and just yank the vines forward.
You know, I was thinking about that, but I was also thinking about... I can tell it's like made of grass, right? Like just made of vine.
Yeah, it just seems to be made out of like gooey vines.
Let's see how well they light up.
Yeah,
Can I
some
take
of them
out
have like flowers on them and stuff.
Oh.
Blight
Can
one
I
went crazy
take
on
out
this.
the Elven Flame Cycle
Okay.
and light it? We'll say the magic word
Yeah.
in Primordial.
Yeah, just roll
Nobody knows
1d4
what it
right
is, don't
now.
worry about
because, it would be touching the Elven Flame Cycle. Which is very not good for it.
Right.
Crazy that they're not vulnerable to fire. That's wild. Cool. So just 1d4.
Just the 1d4 because it's 1d8 with the 5.
Well, I'm just saying, like, as soon as you light it, it's holding it, so it immediately gets singed.
Okay, cool. So just 4 then, and then it's a 3. Roll the 3.
Okay. And now you can take your second attack.
All right. I can't throw recklessly, can I? So it would be a disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay, cool. That's wild. That's the same number. I rolled 2 7s plus 7, 14.
Hits.
Cool.
They're not hard to hit. Very, very squishy, almost.
So then that's going to be 2, 8. Hold on. 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
It's looking very bad after getting hit by the flame cycle. It's like it just hits him in the chest and just starts burning. Ow, that one actually hurt. Okay. Does that end your turn, Enos?
I killed one, so I have a bonus action attack, but considering that the flame cycle is...
Isn't it activation
Hovering?
bonus action?
oh, wait, you might be correct. When thrown and the activation word is said, it doesn't really say as a bonus action. On a bonus action, you can cause it to move 30 feet,
That's
making
what it
an
was.
attack.
I knew it had something to
Yeah.
do with bonus actions. As the Winged Sorrow Sworn moves forward, because you can't really do much else at this turn, I don't think.
Mhm.
It moves closer, wraps around the tree, and takes 2 spike attacks towards you, Enos, both at advantage. Wow, 17? That was really low. And 19.
Yep, they both hit.
You take 20 points total from the 2 attacks. As they just slice into you, necrotic damage. You can feel them just pumping through you. And it's just staring you down. It sees all 3 of you head just going back and forth between each of you, and it looks sad and terrified. Raskas, it is your turn. You are restrained by the one below you.
Just by the
Actually,
one
it had to
below
make a
me?
wisdom saving throw to hit you, Enos. It doesn't. So you can add those 20 hit points back. Because
You're welcome.
It can't hit you this turn.
Oh.
Bless you.
I might be mad at you, but I'm not gonna let you die.
You're mad at me? What? I don't remember that.
Oh, gaslighting at its finest. Damn.
What
So,
Well, actually, it's still its turn because it wasn't allowed to take its attack actions against Enos, so it still has its attacks.
oh,
Oh, damn.
gone.
Huh. This is gonna be really bad for Kai, I guess. As you see it just take its arms going towards Enos, and you see from the elbow it just points back and goes into its body, going towards
Oh my
Kai
god.
instead. 23 on the first, and a 17 on the second.
Both hit.
12 on the first. Oh god. 14 on the second.
So a total
26.
of 26.
26 necrotic damage. As it sends its spines inward as it can't physically attack Enos.
28.
26.
26. Ooh. We still alive.
I wasn't expecting this creature to live this long, so this is exciting. Oops. My bad, Raskas. It's your turn.
Fuck, okay. So, question.
Yeah.
If I were to invoke duplicity,
Mm-hmm.
would it be classified as restraint?
The duplicity would not. The duplicity is an illusion, so it can't be restrained.
Okay. And when I cast spiritual weapon, I can attack with it, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I like this song.
So, I will invoke my duplicity.
Okay, where do you want to put it?
I'm gonna toss him behind the monster. I'm gonna move my piece real quick to show you where I want to put him, and then actually to the right 1 square.
Okay.
Yeah, and then well, actually, let me double check something real quick for.
You now have
virtual
access
weapon.
to it, so you can move it where you want.
Okay, cool.
It has to be within
Um,
eyesight, so because of the tree, you can't see that.
Okay, so if I were to know that,
Mm-hmm.
then can I actually? I'm actually gonna. Can I move him up to right here?
Yeah.
Because on my screen I can see him. If that's okay.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
I
Like
see-
now,
I guess
now
I
you can
see-
see him, or you could see him before.
He was where he was behind the tree. When he was down here, I couldn't see him. If I
Okay.
move him here,
Yeah.
I can see the top of his head.
Yeah.
Like his
you're good.
whole
You're
face.
good that you can see him there. You're fine.
Okay, and then there I will cast Spiritual Weapon because it's a melee.
Okay.
And I will cast it at a second level. I'm not gonna upcast that.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have to do a Constitution save on
You have to do two.
Flame Blade,
Both times.
which both 10. Okay. 10 exactly for the first one,
Okay.
and then for the second one, 13.
Perfect.
Oh wait, you add your Constitution
Yeah.
saving throws to those two. Okay, so they both definitely would have saved then.
The spiritual weapon is there. There we go.
Okay. And it's gonna be a good old bonking stick.
Go for it.
Quarterstaff is staying. It's not going anywhere. So that's going to be spiritual weapon. Through that, it's gonna be a 25 to hit.
Yeah. Absolutely hits. I'm assuming you're hitting the creature. Big creature.
Yes, yeah, big creature, big guy. I will take the restraint. 'Cause I'm trying to get Kai out. That's gonna be 12 points of force damage.
Not too bad. It is not looking good right now. It is taking a lot of hits. Its form is like almost melting and then disapparating before it even hits the ground. It's just dripping this black ooze. Does that
And
enter?
that's all I can do.
Okay. Kai, start of your turn.
Well, actually, quick question.
yes.
I'm technically not flanking it, so never mind.
Actually needs to roll decent damage. Again, you see it like convulse a little bit more, but it holds Kai inside.
Oh, God.
Kai, you take 7 more points of necrotic damage from being inside of it.
We still good on that part. We still good. Ow, we're hanging on.
Please
Ooh,
fucking kill it.
I will. I think.
Yep, still disadvantage to hit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast. Flame Blade's gonna be gone potentially. Yeah. I will. Yeah, I will cast Scorching Ray.
Interesting. Okay. I'll just say they all auto hit.
Okay.
So just give me the 66 of damage.
Oh, damn.
Because you're basically just reaching out and shooting in a direction.
I'm trying to. Well, from where I'm at,
Mm-hmm.
I'm shooting upward.
Okay. That.
Yeah.
You're blind. Do you know which direction's up? Let's find out.
But it didn't move, or it didn't like go upside down. Would I? know
It
that?
has been moving. You've just been in an abyss. You don't really know which direction you're facing.
Okay.
You don't have keen mind. You don't know which way is north.
Okay. Do I roll for something to see if it goes up or not?
I'll do it. 'Cause it's
Okay.
More interesting.
Someone's gonna
Yay,
get.
Kai's free.
Someone's gonna get blasted.
It's like the Smash Bros intro. Rather than you get fucking blasted by the enemy.
Roll me some damage, Brian.
Okay, so 11. Oh wait, yeah, 11. Then 13, 14. I need to do 2 more.
Don't worry about it. How do you want to do this?
Oh, thank
Okay. Just from floating inside the abyss, you just hear just a loud, just screaming, just like ah, and just as just almost like a volcano just erupts from inside of the beast. Like you see rays of light trying to poke out of the creature.
Yeah,
It kinda
these
erupts.
3 just spiraling arcs go up and just start crashing into the ceiling up above. The thing just shatters into a cloud of shadow that just quickly disapparates. And Kai, you land on the floor prone.
Yeah, that was a spell, so yup, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, you still have
wait.
movement.
I still have movement, and I'm near something at the moment, right? Because where I landed.
You're 10 feet away from the closest vine blight.
Oh, bet. So, 30 feet of movement? Yeah, we're getting the fuck out and dodging. So, am I on my character? No, I am not. Go, dog. 1, 2,
Okay, it'll take its
3.
attack of opportunity against you.
Wait, I thought I wasn't next to anything.
You're not, but they have a 10-foot reach.
Oh, damn. Okay.
A 8 to hit?
Miss. Okay.
You are
So,
not grappled and
1,
restrained. Shame.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's 30.
Well,
right?
you took 15 to stand up. So
Oh,
you
I took
moved
15 to see. So where would that? Oh, yeah, there. You can move it. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just getting rid of all of the debuffs I had on you.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. That's good.
Okay. And I don't think I have any healing shit at the moment because I gotta use a spell for that. So yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay, the Vine Blight's turn. It's gonna make a Wisdom saving throw to try and hit Enos. 10. Does that beat your DC, Eleonora?
No, the DC's 14.
Shame. Now 2 attacks against Raskas at advantage. 17 on the first, 18 on the second.
Both hit.
7 and 10. 17, oops, damage total.
17 total.
Yep, and now you are grappled from both sides.
Fine.
I'll use my reaction again to reduce some damage.
Okay, so one was 7, one was 10. So you can choose which one.
I'll do the 10. Like,
I'm like, I'll do
roll
this.
more than that.
Yeah.
7. So yeah.
So I take 7 points of damage, or
You take
which one?
you take a total of 10 instead.
Instead of
Oh,
17,
okay.
you take 10 points.
Oh, you're taking the 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And after
Okay,
they
cool.
watched Enos absolutely bisect one of them, they're kind of scattering a little bit away from Enos, with the one still holding on to him still staying within his grapple range. Up next is Eleonora.
So there's this one that's like close to me.
Yeah, but you have to go 5 to get into the room, so you're already at 5 movement.
I'll move 5, and then I'll do 10, and I'll use a Thuriel.
Go for it.
A big slashy slash on this vine. Does it look like a being, or is it more just like a bundle of vines?
It just looks more like a bundle of vines. You can look over at the other ones. They seem to have these little green eyes. Some of them have flowers growing off of their vines and such.
Okay, yeah, I'll just chop down on it like I'm de-weeding the lawn.
Yeah, it's kind of what you'd be doing.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that. Definitely
Uh,
hits.
Busting out the pruners.
So that's gonna be 7 points of damage on the first attack, and then I'm just gonna slash the other way.
Okay, just
That's a dirty
trimming the
20
bonsai tree. Yeah, that hits.
for 9 damage. And then, just cuz, I will stab it with my dagger.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Indeed.
the super dagger.
The dagger that kills all.
That's no
16.
longer. That's no longer the
Yeah.
Underdark. Yep, hits.
4 points of damage.
Nice. Good hits. Good hits. It's not looking great. You shaped him into a nice. You gave him a nice figure where he was kind of just a square. You know, he has some curves to him.
Now he looks like a proper hedge.
Yeah. You kind of gave him like a buzz cut, so his head's like an actual Minecraft block now.
Oh, no.
Enos, it's your turn. Unless Eleonora wants to move more.
Nope, that's the end of my turn.
Enos, you are
Alright.
restrained and still sanctuaried.
Cool. I will use my bonus action to move the Elven Flame Cycle
Okay,
and attack the one that's holding me.
go for it.
This is a disadvantage because it's moving.
Not really,
Technically,
it's
I'm
kind
not
of just you're
throwing
doing
it.
it with your mind. So this one
Yeah,
is just a
okay.
regular attack.
Yeah, so I can't reckless either.
Nope.
That's gonna be a lot. 26.
Misses, actually. This one grew stone armor. Yeah, that hits.
And it's only a D8. I don't add anything to it.
But it should still do the fire damage. It's the whole point of it being on fire.
Oh, so just 4 and 8, just a D4 and a D8.
Is it a D6 for fire or is it D4? I've made it so long
It says
ago.
1d8 fire damage, and then the D4 for the actual.
Oh yeah,
hammer.
that's because it's a light hammer. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay, so then 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I don't add anything else to it, just a dice.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh.
How
I
do
just
you
want, like-
call your flame cycle to kill this creature?
I just kind of look it in the eyes of the creature and then just kind of whisper in primordial as the cycle just spins
What
towards
would
it,
be the
lighting it
word
up
so
more.
I know primordial?
Oh, damn.
What's the word?
Or I expected
It's the
this
word.
for you.
It's a word.
A bird.
Bird.
Yeah.
Bird's the word.
So you are no
The
longer
bird- actually,
restrained.
it is
Enos.
bird.
So you have
Awesome.
movement now.
Fuck it. And that was just my bonus action, right?
Correct. So you are about to ruin these poor small creatures.
Fucking god.
I'm entangled in vines. My body absolutely destroyed. Please.
Yeah. I'm gonna go towards this one that hasn't been touched at all.
Go for it.
And Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Not a bad
That's
option.
gonna be 15, 16, 17, 18 to hit.
Yeah. That hits.
First hit, just ran out to it and just gonna go like try to like go straight down the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
It's gonna
Oh,
fucking hurt. It's gonna
God.
hurt so bad.
I rolled almost max damage on that, so it's gonna be 10, 20, 25, 26, 27 points of damage.
How do you want to do this? One-shotting a creature.
Damn.
Yeah, just straight
Damn.
cleave it straight down the middle.
You're the strongest one, and it's so angry hearing you roll that high of damage. Yeah, you just run up. It just cuts it straight in half. Its arm just reaching out towards Raskas as it slowly falls over, and the vines of one side of you, Raskas, let go. Thankfully.
And then I used only 10.
You
Feet
still
of
have plenty of
movement to
movement.
get
You
here,
get a triple kill this
so-
turn.
Second attack,
God.
I will run over here. Flank it with Eleonora. Don't even have to Reckless, but I will Great Weapon Master. Probably don't have to
Reckless
do that
anyway
either.
on this turn, so.
Probably don't have to do that either. 15 to hit?
Yeah, that hits. Their AC was 12.
I would
You
say
can't
that.
do enough damage to not kill it, so
I
that's a
wish
triple
I
kill.
heard- I wish I heard nat 20. That'd be so funny.
That would have been hilarious. That would have been. But I didn't roll that high. Yeah, as I rush up to that one, just like same like instead of going up as I went with that one, as I'm running, get enough momentum to just kind of slide in and cleave it right down its torso.
Yeah, you slide in, just baseball swing right over Raskus's head as it crushes into the wall. And it might take you a little bit to get your sword back out, but you're strong enough. You're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Damn.
As everything starts to go quiet, in this room at least. So what are you all doing?
Oh, I thought they were gonna.
Cafeteria of the Century's prison after this.
God.
Should we run and heal, or should we heal here?
We shouldn't. I don't think we should take a short rest. I think we should. Well, I feel like if we stay here, we might be ambushed by something. How is everyone else feel? What's everyone else thinking? Oh, can I look up to see if the things are still moving around?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 17 plus 7.
You don't see any more creatures up above. You do hear things coming from the other end of the prison, though. Because you got a 24. You can hear the sounds of someone scratching stone. So you hear the sounds of weeping, of someone crying off in the distance. And it sounds like you hear a group of people singing.
I hear there's a lot of things. I hear a lot. I hear some crying, some singing, and someone clawing at something. I kind of just relay that what's going on to everyone.
Yeah, because you can see that there's a hallway that goes deeper into the prison.
Before we do anything, I'm gonna step forward to Raskas, put my hand on his shoulder, and give him 20 hit points.
Thank you, Eleanor.
You're welcome.
Go ahead.
Nothing. Go ahead.
I was just going to harness divine power to get a second spell slot back, but then I'm going to immediately use it to cast Cure Wounds at second level.
Perfect.
I will heal myself. I guess.
Getting a better look around the cafeteria now that there's a little bit less going on. You have this main tree in the middle that just seems to have its roots going through these stones. You would probably guess that this tree appeared suddenly. It didn't always grow here. It just shot out of the ground and fractured the roof and just shoved everything out of the way. The bottom left side, you see trays that at one point probably had food in them, as there's a little area of like a line to be able to pick up food from there. Bunch of like heavy glass paned windows similar to the one at the front of the building. And looking in, you can see several like prep stations. You can see a furnace off to the side, a barrel that probably has food or something within it.
At this point, my illusion fades.
Goodbye.
Mini me's gone.
And
casting
the
Cure Wounds
spiritual
at third
weapon as
level.
well, probably, right?
Yeah, they're both be gone at this point, I do believe. I think spiritual weapon is only like a minute as well.
Yeah, it is. And Kai heals himself up.
Hold up, I'm trying to see. I've never cast Cure Wounds at third level, so I'm trying to make sure I do the math right.
Yeah, 3d8 plus wisdom.
So would it be 3d8 plus 12 since 4, 8, 12?
Nope. You only add the wisdom once.
Oh, you only added once. Okay.
Yeah, you
Nice.
increase the dice bumper.
Okay. Come on, I need that.
Which is why
big-
casting it at first level multiple times is better. It just uses
Is
more
it
spell
really?
slots. Yeah. You get a 1d4
okay.
plus 4 every single time instead of 1d8 plus 4 instead of 3d8 plus 4.
I'll just do it for the one time then. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll cast it 3 times
Okay.
as we're walking. Ugh. Oh, that looks so horrible. Okay, 1d8 plus 4. 4 plus 4, that's plus 8. I'm gonna just be doing this as other things are happening. Don't mind me.
So what is everyone doing? What's the intentions? Where do you want to go?
I guess we go through the hallway.
Yeah, I kind of.
Hmm?
What?
What's the marching order?
I heard what Eleanor said. I thought someone else was gonna say something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Raskas, I found this directory book of the prisoner names. Maybe you could look for your friend's name in here, find out if he was here when everything went down. Or
Okay. Thank you. I take the book and I start looking for Felkas's name.
Okay. So you'll probably be at the back of the marching order.
Yeah, I'll be in the back trying to decipher what's going on.
Okay.
But I do say, like, if y'all don't want to come, y'all don't have to. That was a lot.
I think after last time, we need to stick together.
yeah, let's not separate again. That was not a smart idea.
First rule of D&D. I taught it. 44 episodes in.
Look, I found another
We'll
jewel
do it
from
again at some point, though.
Well, what does that jewel do? Do we know yet?
I'm not really sure. I guess we'll find out.
Fair enough.
I just realized I gave
Alright.
the button presser a weapon that can have up to 6 buttons on it. Dear God.
Oh, did you ever go in and
I
add
absolutely
the...
not. I've had no time this week.
That's fine.
I've been so exhausted.
I probably won't use it.
It does the
And,
same effect as the lightning one, except it's acid. So it's just 1d6 of acid damage.
Nice. And I can use each charge once, but I can use 3 different charges once a day.
Yes.
Okay, so I can only use the lightning one like once a day, period. But I could use like other.
No, like you could use the lightning one 3 times today.
Oh.
But then the
split.
weapon's done for the day.
Oh, like I can't even shoot normally.
You can shoot normally, you just can't shoot the magic
Oh.
ones.
Nice.
So you said we're going down this hallway?
Yeah, looking down the hallway.
Wasn't the creature clawing at something in the tree?
Yeah, there seemed to be some kind of black circular shape that Kai saw on the tree. If you want to give me
I
an
wanna look at
investigation, you can.
I do want to investigate that.
Yeah, I want to look at that real quick. And then
I rolled another nat one.
Enos, remember you have a torch, so that probably would have gone out during that
Right.
fight, but you could easily light another one. So just mark it off your inventory.
Relight it.
Yeah, put the blind guy in the front. That sounds like a great idea.
I'm gonna. Well, they do that. I'm just gonna look down this hallway.
Okay.
15
See if
on
I
the
see anything.
investigation.
Anyone else investigating?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
I
'Cause, like,
tried.
You can still
Fun
see the
D5.
circle there. Kai, getting close to it, you kind of just put your hand against it. It just feels like solid, but it doesn't feel like wood. It doesn't feel like the bark of a tree. It just has like a smoothness to it.
Oh. Nothing.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check to see like if this is magical in any sense?
Sure.
Like, okay.
I would imagine.
I mean, I imagine too, but I don't know. It was either Arcana or Nature. Okay, that's a 14.
Looking at the circle, it's very magical in nature. Looking around the circle, kind of where the seams lie, is where you notice that this is probably not a Telione tree either. Something about this tree, the appearance of it in nature is magical. And it doesn't feel like a tree from this plane.
Yeah, I just very sheepishly relay the information relay the information to the party. I don't like whatever is going on here. Makes me feel weird.
We can. We'll just friend and we'll get out. I believe.
Okay.
I'm going further in.
Yeah, Enos
And
getting the
I-
first.
I walk forward, but not past Enos.
I'm gonna keep moving. Turns around. Oh, he hasn't
I'm
moved.
gonna-
I will stay right here.
I'm
gonna put-
choosing to stay.
That's fine,
Mhm.
because I have better vision than he does.
It went.
Yeah, so Enos, but first, well, most of you, since you've all kind of seen down the hallway, along the left side of this hallway, you just see these very small slits that just have these large iron barred doors. On the right side, you can see that about 10 feet into this hallway, there seems to be an opening that leads to somewhere else, where you can see in the corner of that room one of the statue guards wearing the Carleone regalia and everything. So along the left wall, you just see a bunch of prison cells, where along the right, you haven't really determined what that room seems to be.
No, I guess we'll keep skedaddling along.
Maybe check these cells first, and then we can go down the hallway.
I would
Yeah.
also think it might be good. Or actually, never mind. I wouldn't know. So never mind.
What were you gonna say? I'm curious.
Well, I can't say it in character or anything, or actually act on it. I was saying maybe we should check for traps since y'all fell to the floor, but I don't know that happened. So
You
I
were
don't
there,
think
but Enos fell into the one while we were all there, remember?
Yeah, all of
Yeah,
you were
we-
there to watch it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
thorn
right.
whipped him
Okay.
up.
That's right. So I do mention that then. I think we should maybe check for traps. Everybody, check the floor, check the wall, check the ceiling, check the door.
I got you.
Are we all checking for traps, I guess?
It'd be
I rolled a
whoever-
natural 1.
It'd be whoever's in front. So natural 1, -1, I believe.
-1.
So that's a total of 0 on your investigation check, Enos. So you have no idea if there's traps, but you just keep on moving forward as if there aren't any.
Yep, just keep on walking, looking at these cells.
I'm behind them.
Can
So
I
are you
get-
looking for traps, or are you reading the ledger now, Raskas?
I'd be reading the ledger. I'm trusting Enos on this one.
Perfect.
Damn.
Guess that's a no.
That's what my
And-
character would be doing.
Yeah. So you can move on ahead, and I'll just tell you stuff as it happens.
Yeah, I'm looking at these cells, and then
You move
Oh.
forward, you kind of look over to the cell to your left as the torchlight goes past, and you see a person in the fetal position just rocking. It looks to be a male humanoid human. It seems like he has tattoos going up his entire arm. He's a very large, burly man, just sitting there rocking.
are the bars still closed?
His are, yeah. Some of the other ones aren't, but his are.
Let's just leave him alone.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Let's keep skedaddling.
On the other
walking.
side, you, in the room down below, you see kind of like a shower system going on. I couldn't build it, so I'm just going to describe it.
Fair enough.
And you see several rows with outlets that have water and stuff like that for
Ooh, I
washing the stinky people. And
Stinky.
like, going in, you can see that there are the 2 guard statues on either side.
So they're like statues,
Yeah,
like
they,
stone statues.
like they have their hand on their hilt, but they are just 1,000 yards staring, even though you can't really see their face. They just don't seem to be moving, but they don't look like they are stone statues. They have the metal armor and stuff like that, and cloth clothing.
Okay. Because I thought this whole time it's just been like just frozen in place, not like a statue. But anyways,
Yeah,
What I
they
thought
are
was correct.
frozen in place. I just describe them as statues because they are that frozen in place.
yeah, I just want to double check, clarify that. Oh,
I want
no,
to talk to the guy in the cell.
You're gonna try and what?
I want to try to talk to the guy in the cell.
Okay.
hey, bud.
I'm just gonna like kneel next to the bars and just really gently like call out to him. Hey, do you know what that thing was that was in the other room? What's your name?
Okay.
Give me an initiative check.
I knew it.
Initiative.
With
Fuck.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
I knew it. He had a
It's
special
just-
token and everything.
It's just Eleanor though.
Yeah, it's just Eleanor.
It's gonna be some bullshit though. But
I
nothing
rolled-
happened.
Oh, then a 1.
Girl.
Yeah.
He does.
So you're asking the question, you see him start to stand up, and you're like, oh, he's gonna talk. As he rushes forward, grabs you by the throat, and starts just bashing your head into the metal grate.
All right.
Nice.
And like the entire time, you see him staring basically through you. He's looking in your direction, but just past. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. It just keeps bashing you into this wall with incredible amounts of strength.
Can I try to wrench myself free from his grasp? Like, hold onto the bars on either side and just...
Yeah, give me an athletics check, contested athletics. Well,
This
bye
dude's
dice.
probably strong as
Man,
fuck.
that's cocked on a 20. That's upsetting. That's not a 20 now, is it?
I got a 10.
You got a 2 when the first was a 20. So I'm just chilling here. So very easily you just like push off, and his arm's just like still outreached, just frozen in your direction as he's just 1,000 yards staring. Then he starts rocking again with his arm just out the metal grate, metal bars.
Nah.
Like a
Nah.
check on him?
Do what on him?
A medicine check to see if he's, like, gone insane.
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Please don't roll like shit.
They
1.
didn't have his pop figure. FYE.
That's gonna be a 13.
Okay.
Looking at the way he's built, he was probably a pirate. The way he's acting is very much not. You've seen a couple people kind of act similar. They still had a little bit of composure to them, but you would get a idea that this guy's far gone down the Tansien rabbit hole.
Seeing how far gone he is and knowing the nature of what comes next for him, and seeing that he's kind of already gone, I'm just gonna look at like the other members of the party, and just real quickly shove my sword through the bars, through his neck, to end his suffering.
He
Just
just
close
falls
my
back.
eyes.
He lies there dead in his prison cell.
I'd like it to be known that I have not looked up from the book. I've been reading it the whole time.
Perfect. But yeah, you straight through his throat. He looks over towards you. This is the first time he's made eye contact as he falls backwards.
I'm sorry.
Man, I can't believe you just killed Felkas like that. Crazy.
No. His body shrinkens into a gnome.
He went straight through the illusion. He was a gnome the whole time. Yeah, looking farther down the hallway, you see another one of those armored skeletal warriors that you've known so much about being in this city.
Oh God.
So I'm just
As you
following
keep
these
passing
guys.
by
Oh, there's
More.
a dead person.
more and more of these cells, you notice bones in some of them. You notice some of these cells are open, and the people that were able to escape took out some of their lasting anger on some of the others, killing them in their own cell. Going farther, the second to last cell, you see
Just there.
you see a humanoid sitting on the ground, just raking their fingers against the stonework behind them. consistently.
No. No. Time to leave.
Hello?
Ugh.
The other side, you all start to notice the sound of crying, and you look away from the person that's in this cell, and you see into this gym room. Pretty mundane, some metal equipment in here, and in the corner you see this person just sitting there, a head in their hands, weeping.
No.
Looking
No.
closer, they seem to be incorporeal.
No, the ghosts. Don't do it. I just go back over here and I'm just reading the book, trying to find Felkas' name.
Yeah, you look in the section of around the time that you and Felkas had the event with the Calder family caravan, and probably 2 weeks after you do see Felkas' name in there, and it says time served from that day to, and there's no end to it.
Based on here, potentially.
Eleonora,
Okay.
you enter into the gym room, approaching the incorporeal figure.
Dog.
I'm curious.
No, we know. Oh, we know.
Notice how me and Kai didn't go in the room.
You see the figure just turn around. The face is very sullen. The crying stops, and she lets out a very large scream. Some would say a banshee scream. I need everyone to make
Oh God.
Constitution saving throws.
Do we still give off an aura?
Yeah, that's still Paladin.
I don't
Oh.
remember.
We're not in it anymore, Raskas, so that's the one thing.
I'm fine. I got a 22.
Enos, you get the +3.
Well, here's the other interesting part. It's all creatures within 30 feet of it. Are you two even within 30 feet?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's a shame.
We are.
Yeah. Yep. That sucks for you guys. So yeah.
I got a 20.
Okay.
And then what kind of saving throw was it?
Constitution.
So that's a +3. No, a +4. So that's a 24 total.
Okay, Eleonora, you take 9 points of psychic damage.
I got
17.
20.
Two of you talked at once.
17.
Okay. You also take 9 points of psychic damage.
After I just healed.
A 21.
You take 9 points of psychic damage.
22.
Fuck. You all take 9 points of psychic damage instead of dropping to 0 hit points.
Oh, nice.
How
Fuck.
about we don't touch things?
Leave the incorporeal being alone.
I think it's a little late for that.
Fucking damn.
And Eleanor and Enos, you both need to make wisdom saving throws now.
Great. I'm great at those.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I get a +3 from Honora, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 18.
I thought this creature was going to be more fun than this. Yeah. You both succeed, nothing happens.
Alright,
As
I'm giving
her
the plus
horrifying
room.
face.
I
Oh
said I'm
no,
giving
fuck no, we're in initiative now. Stay right the hell there.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do you think you're going?
Man, y'all got it. Man, y'all got it. That's y'all.
Yeah. You know,
It's everyone now, isn't it? Because she screamed.
well, here's the funny thing, right? Couple of the Carleone guards seem to move for the first time
Dog.
as well.
Fuck.
This is
Yeah.
what happens when we touch shit, bro. Ugh.
So, initiative time, everybody. Hoppa!
I literally, man.
Gotta break
it
your arm
sucks to
again.
suck now, doesn't it? Ooh, that's a
This
plus
natural-
2. Garbage.
This natural 20 means nothing.
Very correct, Brian. Very, very
Bullshit.
correct.
Bullshit.
Like
Oh.
23.
Plus 0. Cool, cool. Both of them rolled dog awful garbage.
My life, man.
Okay.
You didn't roll as bad as me.
Man, you really
Why
need to
can't I
level
put
up.
my DC in?
Wait, what the hell?
I mean, my not DC, AC. I can't. Not armor class. Jeez, I can't type
Initiative.
in initiative. Thank you. So what? It's plus 2, 22 then.
You did
Man.
two of you roll 20s? Crazy.
I rolled a nat 20. Yeah.
So did I.
I rolled a 2.
Gross. Wow. Man, did you roll a nat 1 last time, Val? You suck.
I did.
Get rolled, kid. Up first, Eleonora. Kai, would you have been looking in that room?
No, I was with Raskas. I was not looking.
Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna take a step forward
Mm-hmm.
and slash at her with my sword.
Okay.
I'm scared. That is an 8 on the first attack,
I believe that
And-
misses.
and then 17 on the second attack.
17 will hit.
Okay, and then is she considered undead or a fiend?
I don't know. Would you think she is?
Yes, because I'm divine smiting
Thank
her.
you.
at a-
That's what I need to know. Add a D8.
So that's 4d8. Hold on. So the sword attack itself is 5 damage.
Okay.
And then oh god. $18 extra damage of divine smite.
Okay. So 23 total. Not
Yes.
bad. It's your first attack.
That
As
was my
you-
second.
Oh yeah, the
I
first
missed-
one missed. That's right. Okay.
No,
And then-
no, no dagger of justice. No, no.
I'm gonna do my dagger of justice now. I'm
Go
gonna
for
stab-
it.
Redemption dagger.
Yeah, you slice through, blasting with the radiant energy, and it does seem to be taken aback by this, looking extremely terrified the entire time.
Does a 13 hit?
It does, sadly.
Heck yeah. 7 points of damage.
Okay, half to 4.
Interesting.
Because that is not a magical weapon. As you go, yeah!
Yeah.
And that one just like, you're like, did I even hit it? As it just goes in, you just see like some of the ectoplasm
Actual?
strands come
Spectral,
off.
yeah.
You still have movement.
Monsters. I can't move without taking an attack of opportunity, can I?
You don't know that.
That's fair. I'm gonna move back.
Do you think she has a reaction?
I'm gonna move back anyway.
Hiya! 15 to hit.
Misses.
Great. Kai, it is your turn.
Dog. Cool.
As you
I'm gonna.
see this guard go and start to move and draws out his sword and two-hands it.
Ugh. I guess I'm going to, for my action, cast. Where is it? Because I don't want to use all my spells.
Where are you looking right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at the guard, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it.
It's roughly in the periphery.
Okay. 18.
You're fine.
Okay. I will, produce flame and chuck some fireball
Go for
at
it.
the dude. Suit of armor. Okay. 19 plus 5, so
Yeah.
24.
You guys are rolling way too well today. That hits.
I'm rolling that one. Not me.
Your initiative, not everything else is going
Yeah.
pretty well.
That was weird. I rolled 2 6s, so 12 points of fire damage.
Nice. It hits him. He doesn't really seem to react that much, but you can see some of the cloth on him starting to burn.
Okay. And I will just start moving backwards. Like, here.
Okay. Raskas, this is your go as you're reading, as you kind of got to the last part of the ledger before hearing this scream.
I will... Bullshit. I'll cast Guiding Bolt on the guard.
Go for it.
I cannot see the Banshee, nor do I intend on looking at the Banshee.
Crazy thought.
Crazy. 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh God.
They're very heavily armored boys.
No, that makes sense.
16 points of radiant.
Jesus
damage.
Christ. He is not looking great right now. After getting double tapped with all that power. And he is glowing.
And I will...
You gonna move?
I'll back up a little bit. I'm gonna back up a little bit, just so I can see a little bit more.
Okay.
And I guess at a second level, I will cast Spiritual Weapon again.
You can't cast 2 spells in the same turn.
That's right. I forgot. Yes, then I'm done.
Okay, up next are the Carleone guards. 15, 20,
Whoa.
25.
Oh, there's more. I thought it was just the one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Just kill
Oh
me.
God.
How many
Nothing
attacks do
matters
they
anymore.
have? Okay, 2 attacks each.
No. Cool.
So
7 attacks.
2 attacks against each of you.
I'm but a pincushion.
And they will get advantage on all 4 attacks because they will go up and then flank each time. So the ones against Raskas, that's going to be 17 on the first, 14 on the second.
Both unfortunately hit.
And 2 at advantage
14's my
against
armor
Kai.
class.
That's a 23 on the first and a 12 on the second.
So the first one hits.
Time to roll a lot of d6s as they have their great swords and they start swinging down.
And Jesus wept.
10 points on the first against Raskas, 13 on the second,
Oh God.
and then 10 on the one against Kai, and they end flanking Kai.
Let me just do that real quick.
Up next is the Banshee. What's the Banshee's movement?
I'm
40.
not even at half anymore.
Oh, yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
Like, we just keep touching
5,
shit.
10, 15. This one approaches you, Eleonora, just reaches out her hand and tries to grab you by the chin. Then misses with a 10. And as she swings, you dodge out of the way, she goes out of the building. That ends the
Have a good
Banshee's
life.
turn.
Want help? Fund religion.
Enos,
Thank you, Kobe.
it is your turn.
I just saw it go through the wall, right?
Correct.
Cool, that's great.
So
I'm
for
going to
Enos's night
Rajay.
intelligence, that was a ghost.
I'm going to Rajay,
Go for it.
and then I'll go this way to see if there's an exit.
I thought you were going to say, I'm going to go through the wall.
I'm
I'm chasing that ghost
prison
down. I'm
wall.
going through the wall.
Yeah, no, I thought about it for a
Not getting
second,
away
and then I was
from
like,
me.
you would assume a prison wall is a lot stronger. So I'm gonna go and see if I can see like an exit, and then I see them in trouble.
Yeah, you then
I'm like,
see a glowing Carleone guard next to 2 very bloodied allies.
Oh dear. Let me get right here. And I will attack this one.
Yep.
That's right here.
So
I have
about-
advantage because I'm flanking, right?
Yep, you also have advantage because he has guiding bolt on him.
Oh shit. Cool.
Something about Enos tunneling through a wall to get a ghost is so funny to me.
Breaks through the wall. Where'd she go?
Not
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
18,
Hits.
right? Because
As he's like bringing its sword down on Kai, you just go and crush through its spine. Roll damage. Feeling you're gonna kill it.
Math. Fuck.
I thought you
I
said
can't do
max. I went. Please don't say that to me.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 5, 15.
Yeah, it's dead. Very dead.
Okay.
You just go straight through its back, dodging over Kai's shoulder as it just falls onto the ground. You can just hear of it crumpling into bones. Minecraft noises.
Can I go here and here? Can I go do that?
Yeah.
I know there's a wall.
You
Can I go through
You can go through allies.
Okay, cool. And then yeah, I'll take a swing at this guy right here.
Go for it.
Bunch of people with their hands.
Reckless, not great weapon master. Just a reckless. I rolled a 10, so that's an 18 again.
That hits.
That's rolling crazy. I can re-roll that too, though. 2 again. Never mind. So that's just 12 damage.
Okay.
If I'm doing math, 5, 10, 12. Yep. And it was my bonus action to rage, so I can't even take it. Nope, that's it. That's my turn.
Top of round 2, Eleonora still in the gym room.
I'll go. Oh, I guess I thought I would have been able to get out of the room, but I had to. I guess I'm going diagonally, so like I guess I would get there.
Yeah, you're fine.
And then I guess I'll. Does this guard have any glowing on it, or is it just a guard?
Just a regular attack.
Okay. I'll do the crossbow. The crossbow is fine. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah. Hits.
But only for 4 damage. But I will shoot it again.
Go for it.
That's a 16 to hit.
That is their armor class.
And that's another 4 points of damage.
Okay. The armor's starting to get a little bit scraped up, but without any motion on the creature, it's kind of hard to tell.
The motion of the ocean. Got it.
Okay, is that your turn?
Raskas, how you doing, bud?
Fucking horrible, actually.
I'm gonna
to be exact.
Raskas. So his armor class is boosted by 2 points.
Okay.
To put it in technical terms. Fucking horrible.
Kai, it is your turn.
Okay.
Seems only to be the one armored boy next to you.
So if I move right here, that stays in melee with him, correct? Okay. I don't want anyone else to get burned. I will use my, not the spell burning hands, but use the racial ability burning
9.
hands.
9 on his dex save.
9 on his dex save? Okay, so
3d6.
he's gonna take that 3d6. Come on. Oh, that 8. Okay. So that's 14 points of fire damage.
Not too shabby. He's looking very messed up right now.
I want him to die.
As most of his cloth clothing underneath his armor is burned away, you can see the singe marks on his actual bones. You still have movement bonus.
Movement. I don't want to get punched on. Fuck it. I gotta leave. I gotta go. And I'll move to right here.
Okay. 16 to hit.
16's the armor class.
I don't know why I couldn't do base math. 8 damage as he cuts along your rocky carapace.
Ugh.
I'll use my reaction to can't take some of that damage.
I thought you were about to say sentinel. I went.
No, I don't have that. Oh, I took all of it. -9. So
Yeah, no damage. Raskas, it is your turn.
I'm going to use this feat that I've never used before. Potentially, we will see. I'm gonna get right here. I'm gonna pull out my quarterstaff, and I have advantage, correct?
Correct.
Because of Enos. Okay,
what are you doing?
please hit. Because okay, the first roll was a 7 total.
To hit, misses.
Second roll was a 14.
14 misses.
Um,
And that was using your bonus action, correct? For the second one?
yeah, no, because advantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you still have a bonus
And so-
action polearm attack you can
With
do.
Polearm Master, I took at level 4 for some goddamn reason.
He's a master of the pole.
Yeah. Shout out to Raskas, 12-inch dick. We rolled for it. That's a 17.
That hits. Roll me some damage. This is 1d4. Minus 1.
Does, yeah. Does he still? Do I still get advantage on this?
Yes.
Okay, just out of
I'll
curiosity.
let you
if I
know.
could.
You need a natural 20 to be able to even think about killing him.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I got an 18. I was close.
Okay.
All right, check this shit out. Watch it be a 1.
It was.
It was a 1. It was 1 minus 1. But I think it's a minimum of 1.
Yeah. I'll be nice enough and say that, sure. So, you go... I got this. And you hit, like, in the ass portion, but he's just bones, so there's no ass there, so you, like, kind of overswing and just tap him on the butt. He just, like, looks down at you. Just, like, confused. Is that in your
sorry.
turn? You still have 20 feet
Yeah,
of
I look
movement.
him in the eyes and just say, I'm sorry.
He's gonna take 2 attacks against Enos at advantage because you reckless.
Go for it.
Wow, a natural 1 and a 17.
That is.
I need to roll better. 11.
11 damage.
No, 11 to hit. But it
Oh,
is,
then no.
in fact, 11 damage, halved to 5.
Cool.
As
using
he
those
just
spell
swings and gets the first slice in, and then tries to go for the second one, but you kind of just grab his wrist. And he just looks in your direction. His eyes, which you've seen others before, they're supposed to have lights in their eyes. This one does not, by any means. Up next is the Banshee, of course. 5. I need Raskas to make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn. Which one? Con?
Wisdom.
Or wisdom? Magical, I presume?
Yes.
Okay, so I get advantage. So that first one is the 16.
Actually,
that
it
second one-
wouldn't be, because it's just a horrifying visage. Just the look of her face
Okay,
is
so-
horrifying,
So the first roll was a 16.
which is way above the DC. As she walks over and like looks at Enos longingly, and then tries to touch you. At advantage, ooh, 19. Give me a natural 20 here to make me feel better. Fuck you, I rolled a 19, so 23.
And it's
How many D6s is this one again? 3 or 4?
about 1. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not
3d6. 8. 13 plus 2. You take 15 points of necrotic damage. She just grabs you by the face. And she stays there. Enos, it's your turn.
Save me.
Cool. Where is she? I can't see her. Oh, that's her. Never mind. I'm stupid.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
You're also using a two-handed weapon while you're allegedly holding a torch. Something that we keep forgetting about.
It's on the floor. It's on the floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why they don't have much. They don't have very long lives to them. They keep
It's in
being
my
rolled
hair.
around.
Just kidding.
It's on my belt.
She's flying. She's
It's
flying.
burning.
She's flying.
All right.
Yeah.
I am going to finish off this guy right here.
You can certainly
Better.
try.
I have advantage because
You're gonna steal the kill from Raskas? Wow.
Please do. Please. I don't need bloodshed.
I
I have no thirst.
Can I roll higher, please?
You're telling
19.
me. Yeah, that hits.
All right. 'Cause I'm not using Great Weapon Master on these. Oh, that's max damage.
Okay, it's very dead.
So yeah. So 19.
Yeah, it had 5 hit points.
All right. Alrighty, mate.
So
Will
even
you-
even with a Raskas crit, which would have been a max of 7, you would have had to crit.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, so you have 2 more attacks against this Banshee.
All right, let's go Banshee. Reckless, just reckless.
Okay.
Fucking.
It's a wild statement to hear, but okay.
14 plus 8. I can't math.
Yeah, it hits.
9, 10, 11, 16 points of damage.
Okay, and this is an allegedly magical weapon, so she takes the full hit. Not looking great right now, as her spectral form is starting to disapparate, as she's just crying as you're hitting her.
Oh,
Damn.
And now your bonus action attack.
don't care.
Reckless. Great weapon master. do it.
Yes.
Do it. Let's do it. Oh, fuck. Finally. 16 plus 3, 19.
How do you want to do this?
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Just gets destroyed by the blade once more. Enos getting 7,000 kills today.
Yeah, just take the
Easy.
sword and just plunge it right in the middle. Like right where a heart would be.
Yeah, the core of a ghostly creature, the heart. As you almost like fall through, feeling the cold cover your body, and one last scream from this very dead, sad, used to be person, as their spirit has now been freed.
Good job, Enos. You saved somebody, I think. Hopefully they were a good person.
Yeah.
They were in
I
a
don't
prison,
know how
so who knows?
ghosts work.
Well, maybe she just kind of showed up. She wasn't in person to start with. Who knows?
Oh, all the immediate threats seem to be stopping. Listening, Kai, you don't hear the people singing anymore. But it seemed like it was coming from this direction.
Let's keep
We-
moving.
Do we want to take a short rest? We
I'd
can
say-
huddle up into a cell.
That's a horrible idea.
Let's get into
I'm
as
just
much as
saying,
a
I don't-
corner as possible.
You guys look
Why don't-
absolutely wrecked, is what I'm saying.
Yes, because we keep
Yes,
touching
we
shit
do.
we shouldn't. So we're all in this little square right here. We could sit back to back. We could stare at each other. I don't fucking care. But we are taking a short rest.
You're gonna sit in the tea
yeah.
hallway?
I'm okay with that.
Well, we're gonna sit in the tea hallway with a path that we know is clear and a path up ahead we don't know, but we're watching.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Short rest. Every hit die.
All
Every
8 of
single
them,
one.
baby.
Okay.
That's assuming that the short rest happens.
Happens. Ugh.
Yes.
Anything you all want to do during this short rest? In the meantime, before rolling health.
I sit in utter silence.
Can
I-
I?
You
I'll
go
just
first.
look through the. I'll just look through the ledger and find my dad's name.
Okay. Easy enough. You find 10 Stormmane in the ledger. I'm trying to think of how long ago he got arrested. About 10 years ago was when he got arrested. And it has the release date of a couple weeks ago.
Does it have his cell number or whatever it was?
No, it does not. This ledger just seems to be keeping track of who is in and who is out, who's been sent other places. Some of the people have an in date, but their out date is just XXX. 3 X's,
Which I
which
assume that means they died or were killed.
potentially.
Okay.
I'm gonna insight check Raskas.
Okay. What are you searching for?
Just not even uneasiness. It's just, why is he so, besides wanting to see his friend, is there any other reason why he's kind of just in a hurry or being quiet?
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything to contest this?
Not really. It's just like a straight
I
insight
didn't-
into you.
Yeah. Cool.
Natural 20, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Okay. Raskas,
oh, shit.
What does he kind of get a glimpse into?
With a natural 20, goddamn. Okay. Well, Raskas, you could tell, going into the prison was already a little upset, and now, given the events that have happened in the past 20 minutes, probably, of being on edge, he is just trying to distance himself and not, I guess, kind of get upset with what's happening. So rather than leaving, he's just going to sit there and be quiet.
Like
case
wanting
something
to leave?
He is pretty not, I would say, wanting to leave, but you would probably think that it's just because my friend is in this prison. Like, I want to go, but because of choices, we now have to stay here for an hour. Because if we keep going, we will die.
Okay. I said other than wanting to leave. That's why I said
No, not the only wanting is to go find his friend right now.
Yeah, so your insight kind of just gives, like, you understand that that's exactly what he wants
okay.
more than anything else.
But
All right.
he knows, unfortunately, that he has to wait and get better, or else he'll die trying to get his friend.
Okay.
Good work. Okay. If anyone wants to give me a perception check, they can.
I do.
Do it.
Okay.
Oh wait, just one person?
Probably. Well, Kai would have been looking into the insight, so Eleonora, you can
Okay.
you can do perception.
That makes sense.
That's a
Damn.
5.
Yeah, you're so caught up in the exasperated breaths of your party that you don't really hear much else. Raskas and Kai, with your passive perceptions being as high as they are, you hear from the northern direction, deeper in, after about 30 minutes or so, faint singing has started again.
Okay.
And for Kai, it sounds like the same voices as before.
Just as I'm just like trying to process everything, I just say quietly, I hear the singing again. Do we get the short rest off? Just wondering.
An hour goes by. You all get a short rest.
Okay. How many are we doing? God.
I'm doing pretty well. I'm about half HP right now.
I'm also half, but for me, that's not good.
For you, that's still like a million, which is annoying.
Yeah. but I am rolling a bunch of hit die now.
Okay, come on. Okay. Okay.
Ugh, that's not good.
Okay.
The beautiful sounds of taking a short rest. Dead silence while people are like, calculating.
Ugh.
I got 32 hit points back, so I'm almost back at full health.
I used almost all my hit dice. So
I used all my barbarian hit dice, and
oh, I didn't use my well, that's fine. I didn't use any of my ranger one, but I should have thought about that. But anyway, too late now.
we're doing good though.
Yeah, 59 out of 66.
Yeah. You're all looking a lot better now.
Yeah.
By the end,
89.
by the end of the hour, you can all hear faint singing, and it sounds like a sea shanty. It's very sea shanty adjacent. What are you all doing?
Should we try to be a little quiet about this?
I think we should. I agree.
Yeah, let's be sneaky.
I will light another torch.
Do you
Yeah.
think that would help us with the?
I
Nope.
can't see shit in here.
I'm
just
going.
follow-
I don't. I'll just follow
Well,
you.
I'm just
Okay.
bringing Enos along.
I'll follow Kai because they emit light. He emits light.
Do.
Oh, I was gonna say I was about to turn off my light, dog. Grab Eleanor.
All right, Enos, get in line.
You
All right.
You all quickly just see the flame that Kai usually emits, kind of just snuffs immediately, and he just looks like a walking statue.
Yeah,
Like all the
Enos
practice
is
with
blind
Shayla.
now.
Oh, yay, another hallway.
You're acting like that's a surprise. Yeah, you enter into this next little T-junction where you look to your left and right, and along both sides of these two different hallways, you just see, I think, 24 more prison cells. Some of the gates are just wide open, some of them are closed. None of the sounds you were hearing before of the singing are coming from this hallway. They seem to be coming from a little bit farther in. At each end of the hallway, you see the Carleone guards once more, just standing there.
I'm gonna go down this way.
Menacingly.
I'm assuming
Oh God!
giving us a description of what Felkas looks like. In case we, like, one of the other of us were to see him.
Give me a second.
Do you want me to do it?
I know, I got it. I scrolled down to it. I remember where it was. Yeah. So, as you asked, Raskas is like, I don't know. We're about the same height, short, curly brown hair, like clean shaven. At least when I last saw him, he could look different now. Light blue eyes. Yeah, but that's about all I could kind of give you. He
I'm
could look
assuming
completely
we would have
different
done this before, like, earlier on in the prison. But
Yeah.
he gets it now, that's fine too. But I was gonna go down this side of the hallway to check the cells. If Raskas, you want to go check the other side,
Which side are you going down? I'm sorry.
the right,
Alright, yeah, I'll check the left.
since Enos can't see shit.
You know, like stealth.
Yeah,
everyone
I'm
give me stealth
stealthing with
checks.
Raskas.
Enos is
I'm
going
just
on the
gonna
right.
hang out in the center here until
Okay.
something happens. I cannot see.
You hear Eleanor say, "I'm gonna go down the right," and then let go of you, and you're like, "I will just stay here."
I just hang out.
Rolled a 16.
Okay. Raskus, give me an insight check.
Okay. 10.
Okay. In the menagerie of people singing. Is that Felkas's voice? Maybe? Or am I imagining it because we're so close? He's even alive. That's kind of what you get from that.
Okay.
That thought of fear.
26.
Okay.
Good.
What was Raskas' stealth? Eleonora's stealth?
16.
Oh,
Then you didn't do stealth, you already just ran all the way down the hallway then.
I didn't hear you ask for stealth checks.
You
I
were
got it
talking about it earlier.
at 6.
Perfect. Exactly what I expected. Eleonora, you go down this right hallway and get right next to the skeletal guard that doesn't move. You look in and you just see a woman. She has a shiv in her hand. Well, you're not one of the thieves. That's interesting. Why are you here?
Just looking for somebody.
Is it me by chance?
No, we're trying to get a friend out of the prison.
Would you at least let me go? It's been quite annoying staying in here with all the rambling and the assholes singing in the other room.
I'll stop by on the way out. I don't want anyone to get caught in the crossfire. And I'm gonna walk away.
Bitch. Raskas starting to move down the left hallway. You get towards the second set of the cells, and an arm reaches out as you can see this. It looks like a corpse. Jaw half unhinged, flesh still on it, is reaching towards you. Just reaching out. Not able to reach you.
Hot jump and a skip over here.
You're gonna get closer to it?
Oh, well, I kind of thought that if I was here, I would be able to reach, but I'll go here, I guess. if I'm avoiding it, whichever way is fine.
Yeah, it's just like following you, just scraping at the direction you're at. Just. And then going over to the next cell, you see an older gentleman just seeming to stare at you. What? You're the smallest angel I've ever seen, or the smallest thief. Are you here to kill me or save me?
Depends why you're here.
The legal reason or the circumstantial reason?
Both.
Well, allegedly tax evasion. Why I'm here? I don't know.
You're inside him.
Sure.
I wanted to actually do tax evasion so bad.
Yeah, same.
14.
Natural 1. He's telling the truth.
Okay.
I love that for him.
So, what has all been happening outside? It's been a real mess in here. Most of the guards seem to be off. It's really dark in here.
Yeah, I was asked, can you see it all?
Not really, but I heard you kind of walk up to the cell if you triggered the thing across the way.
Yeah, I light a torch and I toss it over in front of the cell that has the zombie thing in front of it.
Okay.
And I'm like,
oh, good
things
heavens,
like
that
that.
thing's terrible.
Oh, great heavens. That's what's outside.
If I wasn't so hungry, I would think about staying here. But, most of the other prisoners that were able to leave did leave, and they just left me behind because I am a coward, is kind of the nice way that they worded it. Wonder how my grandchildren are.
I'll let him out. I'll try to unlock the door. It's locked. I presume it's locked.
It is locked.
I don't have a thieves tool set. I'm proficient, but I don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
So Could I use like I have a dagger?
Yeah.
Could I like try to fiddle with that?
Yeah, you can try to use the dagger.
What do I need to roll?
It's just a sleight of hand check.
Okay. 4.
The first problem is you have to go like this to try and unlock it. You're going to reach up rather high. And he's just like, oh, I understand what you're trying to do. Give me the dagger.
No.
Fair enough.
Especially not this one. I back away from him.
Yeah, like he's like moved up to the bars at this point, like to get closer. The guards should have keys on them. Have you not checked the guards? As you take a step back, the zombie takes a swipe at you as it reaches around to try and grab you. 16.
That hits.
For 9 points of damage, as it just takes a full fist, just slams you in the chest. You hit your back into the iron bars behind you.
I kind of fumble over here.
And you just see another
back
dead
away
body.
from it. Yeah. I'm like, all right, listen, man. We're looking for somebody. I'll look for some keys and I'll come get you out.
I definitely appreciate it. What's your name, sir?
Jeffrey.
Well, Jeffrey, I owe you my life debt.
I toss him some rations as well.
Okay. Good guy, Raskas. What are you guys doing?
Jeffrey, hold up.
It's God talking, not this guy.
Oh, fuck, that scared me. I saw the token for the shadow monster. I got so scared. I jumped.
Yeah, you round the corner. There's another sorrow sword. Roll initiative. That'd be wild.
Would I actually be able to look on this guard to see if they have keys?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Not touch it. I don't want to touch it. I just want to look.
Yeah, you can still give me investigation.
Okay.
To look closely.
7.
It's a good thing it's a very large set of keys right on the hip. There's a lot of keys on that thing.
Yeah. Okay. I know they exist. I won't deal with it right now.
Okay. You walk back. Did you find the keys on the guards?
Not quite.
Roll me a deception check. You can just walk past and say it and still give me a deception check. Absolutely not.
14.
Wait. No. As he's like reaching out towards you now. As he knows your line. So what are you guys doing?
I found a key. I don't know if they're the keys, so I'm not technically lying.
Okay, you just hear him like flop on the ground.
Keys. We'll be back.
Okay. You guys heading up?
Yep.
Yes.
My heart is racing. Yeah.
Let's expedite movement here.
Oh dear.
Me, man.
Into
Oh, God, I hit somebody.
this next pretty wide room, you see 4 guards here. Looking in, you see that there's 3 larger rooms that still have that iron barred gate. Off to the right side is where you hear the singing coming from.
From the far right.
Yeah, from the far right room. In Raskas, you look over. You see a skinnier, little bit more bearded. He was never able to really grow a beard. He's got a little bit of stubble. You see a very small gnome that resembles Felkas.
Felkas?
As they're just doing like a little bit of sea shanty, he just looks over. Oh my god. No fucking way, man.
I guess that's what you sounded like.
It's just like the absolute
Hey, man.
shock. It's like,
How's
did
it
we
going,
both
dude?
die? Is this hell?
What's up, man? Yeah. What's up? What's up, dude?
He like just tries to quiet down the 2 other people in the cell, and he just makes his way
This
over
is
to
gnome
the door.
talk, by the way.
I'm speaking
Gnomish.
Gnomish.
I
Yo,
know
Gnomish is cha, bro. Hell yeah, brother.
Chop. So, what is? Who are these people in the cell with you?
Well, they were just other pirates, we were put in the less dangerous cells. So that's just kind of where we've been. We got Ricky and Tom in here. Hi.
Hello.
They were in for petty theft, same as me. This is the petty theft cell, apparently. And yeah, just been here for the last few months. How have you been? Looks like you're doing a lot better than I am, so that's pretty cool.
It's been interesting. Do you know what's happening?
We saw this like crazy illusion of these 6 fucking weirdos talking about how they're gonna rule us, blah blah blah. I went up yours to them. They didn't react. I guess they couldn't actually see me. I don't know. Other than that, it's been a fucking bat case in this place. I think most people have left. We've been chilling for the last few days. Kind of hungry, all things considered, but you know we make do.
I want to be more sad, but I can't when he's talking like this.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've just been chilling out, man.
Yeah,
Fucking-
you know, we've been in the
Keep
safe
bringing
part
us-
of the prison. We have no problems back here.
We got like 4 boxes of Capri Suns back here, man. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like we were
Okay.
given more rations than some of the worst criminals, so we've been really stretching those the last few days. You know, we're used to that. We come from poor families. It's fine. We've
Yeah.
had worse.
I know.
How did you get away?
I kind of do I have anything that won't attack him? Oh, I cast Jeffrey special in front of him.
Interesting.
Do you know about Glitter Gold, Felkas?
I've heard tales of him every so often. I never believed in him because kooky gnome has powers. Most of us do.
Yeah, I went to the church and I became a cleric, and
No shit.
yeah, he kind of saved my life that night. I just wish I could have saved yours
Well,
sooner. I don't want you being here for all these months.
now you can kiss my ass and help me now.
Roll an insight check,
Sure.
just to be safe. 19.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. I was a little hesitant. Hey Kai.
Yeah. Actually, in Gnomish, I say yes.
Damn. Yeah, bro.
Could you come help me out real quick and melt these locks?
Because I know Eleanor is also in the room. As I'm just walking over, in Celestial, say, "Sure, I will," and go over to the bars.
I'm lost.
You're hearing oh, and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
I can't see. I can't understand what they're saying. I'm vibing, bro.
You're hearing of Gnomish, and then you're hearing oh of Celestial. It's like, what the fuck just happened?
I love the fact that Celestial's just choir music.
It is. It's
Yeah.
canonically choir singing.
That's so awesome.
Can I go up to the bars and start trying? There's a lock on it, right?
Yeah.
Can I use produce flame
Yeah.
in my hands to try
You
to
just want to spend a
melt
little
through?
bit of time to do it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can.
Cool.
The it's simple iron, so it melts relatively easy. It just melts off and you just open the door. Well, never met a rock. Glad to meet you. And you see Felkas raise his hand up to shake your hand, Kai.
It's nice to meet you too. Raskas has been talking a lot about you.
Well, I'd
And
hope
I-
so. I'm his best friend.
I mean, yeah.
So, are we gonna get to ass kissing, or are we gonna get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, we can get out of here.
Okay. To expedite some stuff, are you guys going to try and release the few alive prisoners that you had seen.
Yes.
Are we?
Well, I don't know. Raskas, are you gonna release the guy that you saw?
I'll let him loose because tax evasion's just kind of funny.
I want to go back to talk to the woman. I just didn't want to give her any promises at that moment.
Okay.
And she had a shiv, so I was a little scared.
Exactly.
Wasn't she one of the robbers? Oh, she's not.
She was a very like gruff-looking person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you've made your way back. Are you going to let me out now?
What exactly are you in here for?
Same thing that most people are in here for. Robbery.
Tax evasion.
When you're in a
Fuck
giant
the
city like
IRS.
this, and you come from a poor district, you kind of just learn to steal stuff. And when you're not
What'd you
good at it,
steal?
you just get caught. What did I steal? Money?
Yeah.
You
From
would
a noble?
No. From the middle class. I'm not bold enough to go against a noble. That'd be suicide. This was bad enough. I'm supposed to get out in the next couple of years. Granted, I don't think there's anyone leading the place to make that happen. I was in the stalls district, just making my way around, seeing whose coin purse was the easiest to take. Honest living.
Lesson?
Yes.
I don't believe you, but drop the shiv and I'll let you out.
How do I know you're not going to kill me and I need the shiv?
I just stare at her blankly.
Give me an intimidation
One
check.
other not. Let's see, what do I add to intimidation?
Charisma.
That's a 17.
She stares you down for a little bit. Tosses the shiv over her shoulder. Please?
I lock the door. Or I'm assuming Raskas gives me the keys so I can unlock her door.
I don't have the keys.
I melted them. Well, not the keys. The
Oh.
bars.
I'll break the door.
I'll just go over it. I don't want to make any loud noise in this place. I
Actually,
Hmm?
I kind of wanted to do something before all this transpires. I thought Eleanor just kind of went off by herself.
Mm-hmm.
So, could I speak to Kai in the whispers chat, please?
Sure.
No.
That's not how I spell
Because
that
I'm
word.
speaking in Gnomish.
Okay. Welcome back.
Hello. That would be easier because it's in Gnomish.
Mhm.
So in my head, first off, I presumed that Eleanor walked off by herself,
Yes.
and we were still doing this. So as she turns away, Enos can't see. I pull out like a kind of like a fabric wrapped bundle, and I give it to Kai.
Raskas, what is this?
I'm gonna be leaving. And here is some supplies and a note for you to read once I'm gone.
Wait, you're leaving? Why are you leaving?
Yeah, it's kind of strange. If this is your crew, you'd probably want to stay with your crew, right?
Yes, Felkas, I do. But the world's gone to shit, and I need to be home. And I'm telling you this now because I'm going to tell the others, but this has nothing to do with you. We've known each other for the smallest amount of time. You were gone for a month, so I just wanted to give you this and for you to open it when I'm gone.
If I could have stayed, I would have. I didn't.
I know, and that's fine. It's not your fault. Just things that have happened to me and things that have happened within the past hour. It's just too much for me, Kai.
Yeah, especially if the world's gone to hell. Your mother has no
Yeah.
one if you're here.
I know.
Like
So-
you see Felkas like actually stressed now.
Focus. Stay with me. It's okay. We will figure this out. But I just wanted you to know, before I leave, that I just wanted you to have this.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell everybody else. I'm not just going to book it like I did previously.
I understand.
I own that much.
We can't keep you. We can't hold you. If your journey lies elsewhere, Raskas, I just hope you're safe. That's it.
I will be. And I hope y'all will be fine too. But I think we should head back.
Yeah, Felkas
I
puts
will
his
kinda
arm
walk
like around
off.
your shoulder. We have to go home, Raskas.
I know.
They need us. They need
And-
us more than this group does.
And I just walk forward to wherever Eleanor was heading.
Before he finally goes, if you need me or just need to get in contact with someone, I know you know how to get in contact with me.
I'll find you.
Okay. You kind of just see a lava tear kind of pours off his obsidian skin. He kind of just wipes it. Yeah. Well, let's go back.
And walk back.
Okay. So you have released all the prisoners. Tom, Rick, tax evasion, and petty thief.
That's their names.
I couldn't think of better ones off the top of my head. So
I
that's
love
what they
it.
are in my notes, unless you start asking questions.
Wait, I thought you said one in the cell was a girl.
Yeah, petty thief.
That's petty thief. Tax evasion's the old guy.
What's
And then Tom and
name?
Rick are the other two that were
Oh,
with.
And
Gotcha.
all of them stay really close to you. You see that most of them are extremely hungry. They are not combatant ready. You all make your way out of the sentry's prison. Or do you want to head back to the Perfect Crab after an exhausting day? It's only about 2 p.m. at this point, but you all have been through a lot in this prison.
I would like the perfect crab. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the perfect crab.
yeah, I want
Okay.
to sleep.
But we should move
Yeah.
quietly though.
Quietly as a party of 8 is very hard to do.
You know what I mean. That is stealth.
You can try.
I was talking about getting out of the prison. I thought you meant once we were in the city. I was like, once
Oh,
we're
okay.
like they're bolting.
Yeah.
For the sake of flavor, can I cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us?
Yeah. With that, you all easily enough, through your abilities alone, manage to stop the rest of them from being too much of an abrasive unit. You know to look out for the smaller treants. They're nowhere nearby. You keep them at a far distance. You start making your way back towards the sailing district, or whatever the fuck I called it before, towards the Perfect Crab. And you pass by the 10 or so people that are out and about, 10, maybe 30 people total. And you find yourself back in the Perfect Crab, the guy with the crossbow aiming you down the entire time. Confused that there's 4 people following you. And he actually lowers his crossbow because he sees you all are doing something for the city.
What's your name, ma'am?
Rodan.
Thank you.
Good work out there. Whatever it is that you all have been doing. Anything else you want to do with the rest of your day?
I want to try to go. Not even meditate. I don't even know what it is anymore. I want to try to go back to the dream state if I can find a quiet area. Not secluded, like in case something happens like last time, but I want to see if I can get back to it and
Okay.
confront the lady.
I
I'm scared to say your name.
eyeball Kai as I walk. I guess in like the common area or something.
There's like a lounge in between the main like sleeping rooms that you can be hanging
Yeah.
out in.
I want to just talk to Felkas. We don't have to roleplay it. I just
Okay.
want to catch up with them.
I'm kind of just holding Ember and just staying close to the lobby, just petting Ember and just making sure I have just a watchful eye
Okay.
on being in a position where I can see everyone, I guess, if that makes sense, or being, you know what I mean, I think.
Okay. Enos, anything you're up to? You have Tom, Rick, Petty Thief, and Tax Evasion with you still. It's funny to say. I like saying that.
I think I'm just gonna go to the roof of the first night and just kind of look out into the city.
Okay. Eleonora, there isn't much success trying to go back to that state. Your body's still in pretty hefty turmoil after everything that it's been through today, and still not fully recovering from the last time. Raskas and Felkas have a very nice conversation in this little lounge. Kai, the perfect crab, stays relatively quiet besides the 4 prisoners, the 3 dogs, including Ember, the brothel lady, and you all. Enos looking out upon the city. You see the same ships in the bay, destroyed. Still floating, but immobilized by something. You see the 2 colossal treants making their way down the southern part of the city, passing by the Inquiry, the college, and they seem to take a left at the arena and start to head back up towards the castle district.
Can we all see the tree ants?
Only really Enos can, because he's on the roof.
Okay.
The rest of the day is pretty uneventful, unless anyone wants to stop me.
I presume later on in the evening we're all kind of gathered.
Yeah.
Back up, heading to bed, I guess.
Yeah, Rodon has brought out fish fillet crab soup for your now pretty colossal refugee group and yourselves that you've brought into the Perfect Crab.
Actually,
Go ahead.
So- I was gonna say, after I realized I couldn't get to the dream state for the first time in probably several years, I'm gonna take off my amulet and I'm just gonna gently wrap it and tuck it in my bag. Just for the night, just to remove it.
Okay.
I hate that the fucking 2 prisoners are still with us.
The 4
Whatever.
prisoners and the brothel
4
lady.
prisoners, yeah. Oh yeah, fuck.
And the
okay.
brothel lady, yeah.
I'm glad she made it back. I kind of have Jasper sitting beside me at this point. I just kind of lean in. You know, I wanted to be really angry with you all. I really did. But I look over at Felkas and just... But y'all helped me today, and I'm very thankful for that.
Yes, thank you all for assisting Raskas with whatever the fuck happened in there. There was a bunch of goo and stuff. Way above my pay grade.
Way above ours, too.
Oh, that's concerning to hear.
But speaking of a pay grade, I will be leaving in the morning.
What?
Me and Felkas are leaving in the morning.
What do you mean you're leaving?
I have spent the last 2 months with this group, and nothing but horrible things have happened. I'm not built for this. I died. I don't know if I got to focus with that. But I just didn't go unconscious. I died alone in the dark. That messed with me. And it's just too much. And I really would like to spend the last few days that we have, I presume, with my mom in my town. We met at the Familiar Festival. I was there to rob stuff. That was my whole point. I'm not a hero. I'm a coward, and I will be living up to that title. And I'm sorry.
You're never gonna be considered a coward in my book, Raskas.
I appreciate it. I do. But there's so much that's happened. It's just too much. And I wanted to get this over with. And I thought about just leaving, but then we heard about Felkas in here, and I was going to find him on my own, but y'all came with. And with everything that we've been thrown into because of our actions, I really did want to tell you how I really felt about all this, but now I don't know. I thought we were all shitty people, but I think that there is still some good. But you will all have to figure that out without me. So I'm going up to my room, and in the morning I will be gone. And I get up and leave.
And that is where we will be ending tonight's episode of Telione Season 2. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Raskas, for being the healer that we never knew that we needed. Tricksy, maybe. Cocky sometimes. But he stuck around. Goodbye.
Goodbye.